Oh. Oh, they got a ramp with that.
Char burrito bar.
Yeah. So, look at this. Handicap accessible. Look.
I'm getting
Time
both.
to get the door.
No.
Thank you, Grace. Oh. We're doing this today. Thanks for the help, Shamar. Now I'm gonna. Oh, wash it. Okay, I did not realize I would actually. I feel like I can do this because like I'm young, but an old person.
Yeah.
I can't. Why should we do this on our own hole? I think it's looking good. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that was.
Okay, so this is my personal reflection video. I'm gonna go over some of the questions that I didn't answer on the reflective worksheet. The first one was, what did you learn about the ADL and IADL process throughout your 48-hour disability simulation? And how does it differ from your baseline? Well, I saw a lot of differences during that. Literally every ADL and IADL was affected. I struggled extremely hard with my cooking and eating section that we had to do. I had to delegate a lot of tasks to my helper. Even though I didn't want to do that, I was trying to think of other ways to adapt it, and I figured out some ways. Like I used like the Dysum under the bowl to help because I couldn't use my left hand. And I wanted to use a lap tray to put on top of my walker, but I couldn't find any around. But that was an idea. So there was a lot, and like just driving too in general. I had to unassume for that, obviously, but like even getting my walker into my car, I needed a helper to do that because I had to fold it up and I couldn't use my left hand, so everything was affected. My bathing, my dressing. I had to unassume for like everything because I didn't have someone to delegate. I couldn't, like no one was there to help me get dressed before the day. I used some one-handed techniques to get dressed, like big t-shirts, but for days that I had to dress up, I had to unassume. And I feel like that's a really hard place where people struggle with that if they don't have a helper, because they're restricted to only certain clothes that are big and loose and easy to put on. Next one. Did I experience a lot of empathy and or sympathy during the simulation? Yes, I did. So whenever I went on my outings, I got a lot of stares. I mean, I probably wasn't doing a very good job about making it seem like something was wrong with me, and it's hard to believe because I'm such a young, healthy woman. So everyone was just like, oh, like, what happened? And even to the people that came up to me, I explained it, and they thought it was beneficial that I learned it, but it really affects your self-esteem because you're just, like, why are people staring at me? What's wrong with me? And one woman even came up to me and asked why I had an old lady's walker. So, like, there's a stigma around walkers, just in general, that it's only allowed for, like, old ladies. So yeah, but that really affected my self-esteem because I felt very self-conscious to go out in public because I knew I was going to get stares, and everyone went out of their way to, like, hold the door open and all that, which was very nice. It was a nice gesture, but it's still that sympathy because they would wait for me, like, 100 yards away, and I'd have to walk really fast with it. But overall, I think this was an amazing experience to fully immerse myself into this disability simulation because I really got to understand where my future clients might be coming from, how they might feel, and really get some ideas on how I can just help them in general. And I think it's really beneficial. Even though it might be controversial, I think the benefits outweigh the controversy because there's really no better way to learn than to actually do it. So I completely love this project, and I think it was amazing, and I learned a lot from it. So there's my personal reflection.